All right, everybody. Well, guess what? Today we are going to talk about more bad luck on the homestead, I guess you could say. You notice we got this big rabbit in here with a nesting box. We got her in here with a nesting box. We just hadn't taken the nesting boxes out yet, but that's one thing we was going to talk about. And if you come down here, you'll notice there's nesting box in here with these. All right, so what we're going to talk about is, here a little while back I did a rabbit breeding video, and I bred the 3 that I just showed. Well, walk back down here. This one here either didn't take, or the male may have still been sterile, because when I bred them, it wasn't long after we had just transported them back from South Louisiana. So the male may have been too stressed out and been sterile. She may have been sterile from being too stressed out. The same thing with the 2 locks. I bred them not long after that, and they neither one of them took. Now this one right here in this cage, she took. It was her first breeding, first time we had bred her. So she ended up having 2 babies, it was, Zach?
Yes, sir.
She ended up having 2 babies, but she wouldn't nest up in the box. So she had them outside the box, and of course, nobody was home. Ashley was gone. Boys was in school. I was at work, and they didn't make it. They froze to death outside the box. It was cold, and they didn't make it. So with this one here, we bred it with a big gray buck that we have, and she just never had babies. She never nested up. She actually slung all her hay out on the ground. You can see it down there, instead of building a nest. And the same thing. This little light brown lock was supposed to have babies a couple of weeks ago. Well, we put the nesting box in there for her. She built a nice little nest. Never had babies. Now, this dark brown one right here, that's the reason why she's in there now. She was bred, not on the video that I showed, but she got bred, like a week later or something like that. She got bred, and she apparently didn't take. She was due 2 days ago. She won't nest up. We throwed hay in there, and she gets in the box, but she hasn't done nothing. And this one here is going to end up in a pot. We're going to try to breed her again, but she's not having it. Now, when I bred that second lot, there was also a rabbit in this cage, and we bred her. Now, she had babies, a month before that. She had babies, and same thing. It was her first breeding, and same thing. She wouldn't have the babies in the box, and they passed away. So we give her a break for like a month, and then we bred her again. Rebred her, and it was coming up time for her to be due, like within not quite a week, maybe a week. She was going to be due, just like this other lot that's in that pen. And Zach come out here to feed that morning, and she was dead, and she was bleeding from her feminine area. So I think she may have miscarried in the middle of the night. May have went into labor a little early or something and had an issue. So we're down 1 female rabbit, and the other one's just, it's a lot cooler now, so we think we may have a little bit better issue. We may have better luck with the breeding cycle now. Generally after September, so when everything starts cooling off, we start breeding and we don't have a problem. But it just didn't work this year. So now that it's cooler, getting closer to Christmas, we're gonna try breeding them again and see what happens. But that's not the only thing we need to talk about. I've been looking underneath this tree for eggs because them chickens have been nesting up under there. We got all these chickens, and as you can see by right over there, there's a couple out right there, which ain't no big deal because we got rid of them dogs. But look at that chicken sleeping right there. Oh, just woke up. But as you can see right back here, there's a couple, 4, 5, 6 more out right here. And now we are finna start free ranging them, so it's kind of really not that big of a deal. Or we come back here and look, we ain't getting many eggs, one here, there, and yonder every now and again, but they're roosting up on top of our mulch stash in the middle of the night. Oh, Lord, it's a chicken. I just want to look in there and see if there was any eggs in there that's eating. I don't see none. But anyway, so we're gonna start letting them free range, and I'm hoping that maybe with letting them free range, they'll go back in the evenings, because they hang out as soon as it gets dark. They don't hang out on the house. They don't hang out on the carport when it starts getting dark. They come right out here and they hang out here. So we got one more. Well, it's not an issue. We got one more. We're gonna walk up here towards the goats and we're gonna talk about them for a little bit. So see you in a second. All right, so, well, first of all, it's freezing cold out here. I say it's freezing cold. It's not quite literally freezing. Right now, I think it's in the 40s. And, but 2 days ago, it was in the 70s. Now it's in the 40s. So, to us, it's freaking cold. And I don't know if y'all can see that or not. This pile of leaves that is like 4 foot tall and like 20 foot long is just from our front yard. We generally mulch it a whole lot. You know, cut it up with a mower and stuff, but so many of them fell when I was going to work. I cut it once this year, mulched the leaves up once this year, and then now we got this big ginormous pile. So, and it rained yesterday afternoon, so hopefully we're gonna be able to set it on fire here for long. Anyway, the thing we're gonna come out here and talk about is we are down a goat. I don't know if y'all can see right over there in that little house, Big Billy and Big Bolivar. She's still here. She's supposed to be leaving. She hasn't yet, but like I've talked about in previous videos with Little Billy that he was leaving, well, he's gone. So we've been planning on getting rid of him anyway, but he's gone now. So that's, yeah, we're down to one big male goat. We got that one big Nubian. And over here, good Lord, look at how fat that cow print one is. Hey, Mama. Hey, Mama. What you doing? What you doing? So we still got this goat. And we got that goat. And he is fat. Both of them are males. Both of them will be leaving also. They're almost old enough now to be weaned off their mama. They got some beautiful, beautiful blue eyes. But they're just about weaned off their mama. So they'll also be leaving here for too long. You know, that's why we have goats, is to breed them and sell them and make some money and all that good stuff. So they'll be heading out here for long. Did you feel their water is up today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, they're full. Oh, it did rain 2 inches yesterday. So, anyway, in there, we got another little female that is still here. The little white one you can see in there. And, well, we still got our original goats, other than Little Billy. Little Billy was one of the original ones we got, but he's, like I said, he's gone now. So, back here hanging out on the back, we got Little Mama and Big Mama. They, I don't know why they've been hanging out back here. I think they got pushed out of the inside of the house by the goats that's got babies. I think they kindly took over the inside of the house. Now, Little Mama is not bred because, well, you know, we put a video out talking about how we had to give her a C-section last year. So we did not breed her. We got her separated out away from the breeder bucks before she got bred. Hey, But Big Mama, on the other hand, we did breed her again one more time just to kind of see. She's getting really old, especially to be a breeder. So she may live out her days here for long and end up at freezer camp. We're gonna see how this baby does that she has. She's due in the next month, I think, something like that. She should be due sometime in January. She should be having a baby, so we'll see how she kind of handles it. And then when she has that baby, we're going to be breeding the other two with our Billy. We'll put one in there for a month, then pull her out, then put the other one in there for a month and pull her out, and see how that goes. I mean, they've been good at throwing twins and triplets, so we'll try to get them bred and all that good stuff. But we just kind of wanted to walk around and talk about our failure at rabbit breeding so far in this fall season. I mean, we're not professional rabbit breeders or nothing like that. I mean, we know what we're doing with rabbits by far. But we just had a very, very unlucky run of rabbit breeding and having babies. So we'll keep y'all posted on this next round. They're gonna get bred here before too long. I'm probably gonna give it till after the new year, and then we're gonna try to breed the females again, and we'll go from there. And I'm sure we'll talk about it in other videos and all that good stuff. So anyway, it's cold out here and we got supper cooking inside, so we're gonna go inside and we're gonna warm up and we're gonna eat, and we hope everybody has a great day, and we are glad that everybody watches our videos and continues to support us in this little journey of doing YouTube and Facebook. And we hope y'all keep sharing it and keep putting it out there, and you know, comment on the videos, leave us some feedback. It's all good, you know. We like comments. We like good or bad, it don't matter. So anyway, we're gonna go inside, warm up, get us something to eat, and we will see y'all on the next one.